Good morning, Britain. Prime Minister's question time. Boris and Carrie Johnson could be quizzed by police within days, according to reports this morning. Silent yesterday afternoon. Everyone very, very aware of just how...
Who was actually being very supportive.
Those who wasn't necessarily
There was some cold...
Andrew Mitchell, who, as you say, had been supportive. When he turns on the Prime Minister, I expect that hurt. Let's have a listen. Who spoke in a way that most people would relate to.
Exactly.
And this is what he the rules. But by implication, every single one of us told for a criminal investigation by the country's biggest police force. Single other game online, there's just one chance per day.
Yeah.
And suddenly, you're 2 hours later, you're wondering what's happened.
Yes, and
because
the
they were
suggestion
seeing
is
the back of Dominic Cummings. Investigation into whether they broke
Dan
the law.
will still say it's not a criminal investigation.
They see the Prime Minister in charge and particularly going to parties allegedly, which he has denied. Well, he has said, you know, will the Prime Minister tell the... And I know that the atmosphere was different then.
Yeah.
Now, how Tory backbencher...
Yeah, and a member of the new...
...to Sir Keir Starmer... Of
yeah, well, everyone...
He's in.
Yeah.
Is brilliant. She's on camera.
Yeah, or...
Because you raised a staggering £1 million. Almost relief. And I imagine that during that 54 hours, there were moments when then the pain might be eased. But Mel, one of your roles is like that you'd want to actually do it and face that risk. What is the attraction to get him out? I mean, in that moment, that in itself, I mean, the rescue itself wasn't just a relief. It would have been quite alarming. Where he comments on the parties because he didn't see them.
No. On 6 o'clock, welcome to the programme.
Well, as someone who is very experienced in what happens in the House of Commons, how painful...
It was devastating the way she went forward.
I wonder... I felt it was a very tense atmosphere. Normally, if you imagine Prime Minister's question time, there's a lot of rallying cries on behalf of the government, aren't there, from the backbenches. They were almost appropriate, and staff who wanted to raise concerns unable to do so. And as you say, there were some significant moments yesterday, and whether it was the former Chief Whip who put the boot in.
Andrew Mitchell.
Andrew, to, as you say, former Prime Minister Theresa May, very critical. Well, you might have expected Theresa May to be one. For me, the most painful and sensitive moment yesterday afternoon was a Conservative backbench MP.
Probably somebody most people have not heard of.
But the funeral of his grandmother. Does the Prime Minister, the leader of his own party, does he think, not just was Aaron Bell a fool for a bench? Later on the programme, we are going to speak to the Deputy Prime Minister, Dominic Raab, who, of course, is also Justice Secretary, on a morning where we know that at least 12 events have reached the threshold. Boris Johnson has once again faced calls to resign after that long-awaited Partygate report, which found failures of leadership and judgment on his watch.
Meanwhile, the Met Police are investigating 12 lockdown parties at number 10, adding that the Prime Minister personally attended 3 events while another was held in his flat. And our correspondent, Jonathan Swain...
Well, shortly we're going to be speaking to a former Downing Street press officer who says the drinking culture at number 10 is just like any other office in the UK. First, here's Ranveer with the rest of us on social media. Ed Balls.
Didn't you just put your own name on? That was the best ever.
What might you be
What day is Ed Balls Day?
Yeah, 28th of April.
It's coming up.
I know. Look, how many people have a day named after them?
You're absolutely...
Martin Luther King, St George.
Yes. Not for searching their own name online, but no, it's a good point. It's a good point.
It's not.
It has become one of your finest moments, even though...
But thank you. It's not the path I would have chosen.
28th of April. Let's have a look at the weather. Laura is in Chinatown. Which year are you still doing a Wordle?
I know, it's a nightmare. I'm on line 3. Sorry.
Laura, which year was I born? Hi. Year of the dog.
Ram.
What does it all mean? Still to come on Good Morning Britain, an incredible story of survival, trapped in a cave.
First, let's get the news, travel and the weather wherever you are.
See you in a moment.
Injuries. You must have thought that potentially you weren't going to come out. But I mean, Melissa, if he gives you a call